What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Rebored Podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about the newest comic book movie, the whole craze, The Suicide Squad.
Would you say it's as good as people have been saying?
Yes.
Yes. But except for the people who say it's better than The Dark Knight.
It may not be technically
I
better
need to
than
let
the-
this sit for a little bit, but I still also don't think it's better than The Dark Knight.
I don't know. I've never seen The Dark Knight in theaters, but this was very, very good. It was very funny, first off. It carries a lot of that James Gunn humor.
Oh, we should have went back and looked at our predictions first.
Oh yeah, we probably should have.
Right.
Okay, wait. We can just go through by thing by thing. All right, so we said Harley Quinn is gonna live.
Yeah, so
And-
that was right.
We'll put spoilers here, but
You
yeah.
just throw a spoiler warning picture up.
I will at the beginning. But yes, just if you aren't watching the video, spoilers ahead. Major spoilers. Spoiling literally everything.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Harley Quinn alive.
thank God. Wait,
Did
did we say he died?
No, we didn't.
Oh.
I thought we agreed that he wouldn't die.
Okay, yeah, cool.
We talked about the possibility of him dying. But
Okay,
I was like,
that's what I was getting
I don't
confused.
think we. I was like, when we were in the theaters, I was like, and you mentioned we thought he was gonna die. I was like, I thought we both agreed he wouldn't
Okay,
die.
I think that my because I have the notebook still ahead where I did X and check marks, but I think I got confused when I was thinking of a comment about how he's similar to Deadshot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this little bitch.
Peacemaker, you said it would die,
Yes, I did.
and I said would live.
You did say 50-50.
Yeah.
So technically,
made me
we're
choose,
kind
I
of
think.
both, right? I mean, he ended up living at the post-credit scene, but he did get a fake-out death. Yeah. Oh, and why don't we, while we're going through these, talk about how much we like, or what we think about these characters? I think
Fuck
that
you,
would-
Peacemaker.
Well, let's go to Harley Quinn before we start on him. So I think she was great. Honestly, this is probably her best
Anything
appearance.
Margot Robbie is in is amazing. I've loved her since like 2013 or something.
It was her best appearance. She had a pretty cool outfit for like one scene.
Yeah. Jack.
What?
Oh, I thought you were talking about never mind. where she's in the hole.
Oh no!
I was
talking
like,
about
Jack, you little
that
pervert.
Arkham Asylum inspired ones, like
Oh,
just
okay,
in the
yeah,
opening
yeah.
scene, and then she gets kidnapped,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
Something else.
and then the dress. I was surprised she rocked that dress for the entire movie, pretty
Yeah.
much. Blood Sport. So I really enjoyed him. Surprised a little bit, honestly. Like I knew that he was going to be one of the main characters, but I didn't really think I like him as much as I ended up liking him.
I think Idris Elba, very likable guy. So
I think
it
that's
doesn't
part of
surprise-
it.
doesn't
Yeah,
surprise me.
like he had some good human moments,
Mm-hmm.
but damn, he was an asshole to his daughter.
And
They
they
never
messed
even
with each other.
They never made up. You know, she just kind of was like, "Oh, that's my dad."
Well, like you could see, like he's doing it for her in the end, you know.
Yeah, whatever. But he grew on me.
Yeah, like he felt like he didn't deserve to have her. I think is why he
Yeah.
was like that.
And Peacemaker, bro. Okay, so
Fuck you.
I think me and John both. John Cena is close to being on our wall of like people we love, and so we were like really excited. And he like the entire movie. It's a very very funny movie. I think it's one of the funniest comic book movies. It's up there with Ragnarok and the other Guardians movies. And it's like and John Cena, like every time he came on screen, it was funny. Like there's this one part when they're in the car, and it's a wide shot, but if you look in the car he's in, you can see his hand. He's just like, for like a minute, he's just banging this guy's head on like the
And then
top of the car.
The underwear scene was so funny too. He's in the middle of the jungle.
He
He's
pulls
just
up.
underwear.
Yeah, they're sleeping in the jungle on the ground, and they all get up, and John Cena has like.
Dude,
this
let's
is-
talk about his massive schlong though.
That
Oh
was
my
definitely
God.
not real, but
That was definitely
I'd like
real.
to think it was. Yeah, that was
It
not
was John
stuff.
Cena.
Yeah, but he was I think he absolutely stole the show. Another one I did not expect. I kind of expected Polka Dot Man to steal the show. He had good moments, but
I love
man,
that actor. He's in everything.
yeah, but John Cena really won me over. And then this motherfucker becomes the twist villain, like kind of. You could like, I mean, everyone has their horrible intentions.
I'm so
but-
excited for Peacemaker this show.
And yeah, I wasn't. If I'm gonna be completely honest,
I was like, I'll watch it, but it's like.
yeah, I was like,
you know?
I'm watching it to watch it, not because I'm excited.
Yeah.
But we did get one thing wrong. or I did, whatever.
We got this one wrong.
We said the Peacemaker thing would be a prequel.
Oh. I said, I didn't get that wrong. I was like, you said prequel, and I was like, oh, really?
You
that's
agreed,
what I
I
said.
think.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know what it would be. I assumed it would take
Well, because I
place
said he
after
died. So I was like,
Suicide Squad.
I
and
was like, it makes sense if he was a prequel, but, you know, it wasn't. But damn, he really just goes, like,
I was
off.
like, yeah, I was like, that could be a thing. Prequel.
Next
But
person.
Are we going to talk about the one that we both got wrong?
Oh, Rick Flag. Fuck! So, people were talking about how, like, there was this one that really surprised them and, like, made them teary-eyed. I was thinking, like, either, like, King Shark, maybe Polka Dot Man got such a good art, it made them teary-eyed, even though we all knew he was gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
But it was Rick Flag. And we were so fucking confident off of the bat.
Dude, I'm so sad he died like that, too.
Yeah.
But, like, it does make sense. He did need to be, he was the emotional death.
Yeah.
He needed one emotional death.
Yeah.
And I don't think the Thinker, Polka Dot Man could have been the emotional death.
No, I
It had to be
mean,
one of those big characters.
it pretty much had to be, it really, another one who's really surprised me, Ratcatcher 2, it really had to be either her or Rick Flag, but Rick Flag's the obvious one. I can't believe we didn't think of that. Though I didn't expect to like him as much as I did.
Oh, I knew I was gonna like him. I love
like
the actor too.
I like the actor, and he was like one of the few good parts of the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'll like him, but
He's a good actor.
once again, actually, you know what? This stands for most characters in this movie. I didn't expect to like them as much as I did, but like everyone was so good. So then we said Ratcatcher 2 was gonna die. We both
Well, because
did
no
agree.
one knew how big of a part of
Yeah,
this
yeah.
movie she was gonna
I
be.
didn't realize how like good of a character she was gonna be.
Yeah, and I didn't know she'd be in this movie as much. I thought she'd like die in the opening scenes. You know.
I didn't think I thought she was gonna be in the movie, but I thought that she was gonna be one of the big ones. But yeah, she was a surprise. And Chris Pratt, great pun, love that one. He's in the credits as Chris Pratt. It's just the CGI rat, or maybe it's real.
I don't know. I would hope it's real.
But yeah, she won me over. The marketing did not do her justice. I predicted King Shark would die.
And I said he would live.
And that was wrong, because I was thinking maybe they'll go for it. But they didn't kill any animals at the end of the day.
No, yeah. Wait, but you got that one wrong, didn't we? Too?
Yep. That was kind of a Peacemaker thing. We kind of half right.
He did that with both his post-credit scenes.
Yeah.
He
they
brought
just
two characters
both-
back.
Yeah.
He needed to give his brother more money in another movie.
Pretty much. Yeah. I was thinking because I literally said, I'm like, well, he has Calendar Man. That's what we find in the DC universe. But, no. Yeah, but I was like, I honestly, the death that Polka Dot Man got, I really expected that to go to like King Shark.
Mm-hmm.
Because the entire like third act when the building is falling, it literally.
King Shark almost died like 10 times.
My heart was, I haven't had this tension in a while. I think it was similar to Quiet Place 2, but I honestly think this one was even more tense. I was like, because you don't know who's gonna die.
Yeah. Honestly, in my mind, I was like kind of competing with you with like our predictions, right? So I was like, King Shark, you better not fucking die right here, right now.
Yeah. I was like, are they gonna come up with like those piranha things?
Yeah, I was like, fuck this.
I was about to turn to you and be like, are those real? I don't think they're real.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck are those fish?
I don't know. I think they're fake. But yeah, I was like, I didn't want him to die. I wasn't rooting for myself because I liked him so much, but I'm happy he didn't.
It's Rocky Balboa.
Though I was kind of scared that as he was like, because he was really walking, like he was having trouble walking. I was like, oh no.
Part of me thought he was gonna eat Ratcatcher 2 for a second.
Yeah, you were like freaking out for a second during the scene in the jungle. You were like, oh no. I'm like, dude.
Well,
what?
no, because like I just felt like it'd be the kind of thing because like they killed so many people off right at the beginning. You know, that was like a perfect time for it to be like another stupid, funny death. You know. Just like have her.
I didn't think it was the perfect time. That's why I was like, don't do it.
I was like, she's like, if I trust you and like you do it anyways. That's where I thought he was gonna be like, just do it anyways, and everyone's gonna be like, whoa.
We gotta talk about that opening. Perfect.
Yeah.
It is exactly.
I honestly, I love Pete Davidson. I wanted to see a little bit more with him, but
he got because when they flash back and he gets like another scene, so that's pretty good. But. Yeah, it was like the perfect way to be like, F you to the last Suicide Squad. Like, they killed no one but the one person who didn't get a single line. And then this one, they're like, all of them.
Yeah.
Like, every single one. And it was very intentional with the choices that they had. Because it's like, you like Pete Davidson. He's likable. So you don't even need more than 2 scenes with him to be like, oh, damn it. And same with like all of them. Like TDK was so funny.
Yeah. The rest of them, they weren't even like likable characters. They were just funny deaths.
They were just funny. I thought TDK was just really funny.
Weasel might be my new favorite character.
TDK is one. I kind of wish I was hoping because when they go back to the beach, I'm like, please say TDK is alive. Pete Davidson, because I just found that so funny. He like takes his arms off and he just kind of, this is what I said, he just like smacks them, but he can't do anything, and then he just gets shot.
The detachable kid.
Yeah, and then I was sad that Javelin didn't get more. He just got to be like...
He didn't even get to throw it.
Yeah, he literally didn't. He died, and I'm like, he hasn't even thrown the javelin yet. But
I knew he was definitely dead, though, especially for flirting with Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
You're fucking...
Everyone who flirted with Margot Robbie dies, which I think is Rick Flag, the dude, and...
no, Rick Flag, stop!
And then Weasel, we said was going to die, and he did. He was the first death for a second. It actually ended up being Pete Davidson, the first death, because Weasel survived at the end of the day. Well, but that's funny. So like
Weasel fucking drowned.
I wish I said it because I was thinking it when like they started jumping off. I'm like, who's not gonna be able to swim?
Yeah, I was thinking someone's gonna fucking drown.
I'm like, that's how the first one goes. It's gonna be funny. And then Weasel goes like, ah!
Did anyone check to see if Weasel knows how to swim?
God damn it! Who checked? Somebody checked. Yeah, that was really good. But yeah, Pete Davidson.
I love his little run at the end.
Yeah, he does this like that.
That's how I walk when I'm like I'm about to shit myself. Like it's a joke, Ruru.
All right. Moving on, but yeah, Pete Davidson sold them out. I think that was a good touch.
Yeah.
But it's curious how he did that. Who did he talk to?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Because when would he have time to talk to anyone?
But yeah, I mean, the movie as a whole was just like, I really was not bored for a second.
Yeah.
Because like once they get the two teams together and like it really gets going, they're constantly doing stuff. And like the bar scene was really funny. That was cool. It felt like it kind of felt like the scene in Guardians where like they're like in the circle and they're making the plan, and it's like the first time they bond.
And they made it seem like Peacemaker actually cared.
Yeah. Well, I think he did.
No.
I think Peacemaker did legitimately care about them, but it's his whole character,
I love his ideology. It's
which is such a genius. I don't know if that's how it exactly is in the comics, but either way, James Gunn made that character like 20 times more interesting than he probably was before. Because like, yeah, the idea that he'll do anything for peace, they started off as a joke, but then and there's also a lot of good callbacks. So we're kind of all over, or I'm all over the place. But
the reason I didn't think Peacemaker was gonna die was because I was like, James Gunn was writing this movie. He fell in love with Peacemaker so much he decided to do a Peacemaker show. I don't think he's gonna kill him off since he wrote him and fell in love with him. See,
that's what I'm curious about. Well, I thought the same thing. That's why I did a Peacemaker show, but I didn't. I'm really wondering. We may have to tweet this to him if he killed Peacemaker in the original script and then made that post-credit scene afterwards. Like he didn't want to break up what he had already made, which was close to like perfect in terms of the arcs and everything. But
I love the callbacks in this movie too. Like
yes,
as soon as like the standoff between Bloodsport and Peacemaker, I knew like he's gonna have a smaller bullet.
And it's gonna go through. That was really
what John
cool.
Cena was bragging about.
And that was also like a really cool. It looked really cool.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, you can see it bullet. It fits perfectly. Yeah.
Honestly, some of the best parts of that movie. I mean, the whole third act was incredible. Like Starro, that was.
I kind of felt bad for him in the end. Because he was like, I just wanted to, I was happy floating off in space.
That's true.
And then the Americans
came. No, but
and then Amanda Waller got what she fucking deserved. You fucking deserve.
She
fucking hit with a golf club.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was probably the best moment of the movie.
Probably she was gonna. Why would she blow their heads off? I'm still trying to figure that out. I mean, she's just an a-hole.
Yeah, and she does like. They're not going to listen to her. There's no point in her having them alive anyways.
And also, that box was really cool. Like, just the box you can, like, flip and kill them. Because in the first movie, it's just one of those small things, but it's like, she just had, like, a little thing. Like, a little random buzzer. But with these pictures, it adds something. But Star Wars was really cool. It's an interesting choice, I guess. Because obviously, it's originally a Justice League villain. But I guess there's no way in hell that they'd ever use that villain for an actual serious Justice League movie. This is the perfect time to use him. Mm-hmm. And the Thinker was a pleasant addition. I wasn't like, he was the one character I wasn't like blown away with.
Yeah.
But he was nice and he got a cool death.
When I saw Starro, I was like, why not just like go right into his eye, and then that's what they ended up doing. Yeah.
Well, Starro was terrifying. Like his introduction. Like all the like the mindless people, and then like just when like the one thing comes up,
Chopped in half, yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. But the one of the best parts of the movie is that just the whole jungle. Every part in the jungle, because like obviously the beach scene, but then when they like they kill the liberators, like the town liberators, and it's just like this really funny scene, and then you find and then you find out that it's like those are your friends. Yeah. You're working with those people, and you're like, oh, of course. There was like that was I think the nudity rating part, because a guy is butt naked and you see his dick as Peacemaker shoots him.
Oh yeah, and then like the Margot Robbie escape scene. I wish the whole thing would have been like how it was at the end with like the rainbows and like all the animals flying around.
Yeah, that was
instead
cool.
Of it, like less serious, where it seems like she actually knows what the hell she's doing with hand-to-hand combat. I think it would have been more fun if it like she was just messing around
like
more.
In her own world.
Yeah.
But I did like her at the end when she's like in the eye and it's like floating and the blood comes over. That was cool. Yeah, I mean it would have been nice. I think that it's just like the emotional part of that was like you had to focus on Polka Dot's death, and then you had to like bring together that Ratcatcher 2 and Bloodsport arc, and so like you really didn't have time to focus on Harley Quinn. I think
no, I'm talking about when she escapes when they're going to like save her. In that scene, you know how at the end of that scene they have like the little rainbow thing.
Yeah.
They don't do that for the entire thing. I wish they did it for longer.
I'm saying because they were trying. I don't think they want to put focus on her at that time. In the finale, the focus is supposed to be on Bloodsport.
Yeah, but
and
that's not in the finale. That's way before.
I know they didn't put the rainbows and stuff in the finale.
You know, I'm saying in that escape scene, it only happens at the end of it. I'm saying I wish
it happened throughout the entire escape. I thought you meant throughout the entire movie.
I meant throughout the entire escape.
Yeah, that would have been cool. But I don't know. I think she had a good moment where she didn't need the butterflies when she was like destroying these people with guns. Yeah, I think that was fine. I think I liked how it worked. You know, she's just in her own head at that moment. She's already
only
free.
If Jared was here.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, she had a little rant about Jared.
Yeah.
She was like...
her new guy kind of looked like Jared.
What?
Her new guy kind of looked like Jared. Just darker.
No.
Yeah, the hair, the nose.
Huh?
Jared.
Jared has long hair.
The guy didn't have like super long hair.
Jared has...
In the first Joker movie, it's like back kind of like that.
Well, I mean, when he's joking...
In the Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah. But like, Jared himself... has long because he thinks
Jared is Joker.
He thinks he's Jesus, so he has this like long flowing hair.
He is Jesus.
He wears a white robe, and he's like, "My saints, pay $2,000 to come to my island
and wear some sandals."
And wear some sandals. He really goes for the character. I don't know. He may have been nice in here, but like playing himself. Yeah. That's way more scary than whatever they did with the Joker.
He could be the next villain.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I would like to see a third, second.
It's a third. This is a sequel. Because there are...
Like, oh yeah, I completely forgot about Captain Boomerang.
Yeah.
He got an alright death.
I knew he was going to die.
I don't like Captain Boomerang.
I don't really care for him.
I don't know.
He just pisses against him.
But that opening, like, in like the red like plane thing, that was funny though. He did get some good stuff in there. I was surprised that Harley was part of the first crew.
I love how Michael Rooker's death, he kills the bird, and then the bird comes and like
and then like head. Yeah, Michael Rooker got a really gnarly one.
Mm-hmm.
He got the head blow off.
Yeah,
which was
I don't know why he kept swimming.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I don't know why he just didn't go like around or something. You know, I guess he probably wasn't really thinking. He was surprisingly opening in the movie.
Yeah,
I honestly.
I remember saying in the video, James Gunn loves killing Michael Rooker.
Yeah, he dies in like everything he's in, which I've only seen him die once other time, but you know.
Yeah,
I think he's
in a decent amount of James Gunn films.
I think so. Yeah, they're good friends. So that was fun. And James Gunn's hair is kind of weird.
Shh, don't say that about
right now.
Him.
I'm trying to say. I think we covered everything. It was fun, action packed, tension filled. It was probably exactly what the Suicide Squad should have been. Every character stood out except for like one or two. Starro was really, really, really cool. CGI was good. King Shark was good.
Yeah. Oh, I'm happy they didn't go with the other design.
Yeah. And then Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Had a great cameo.
Of course he.
And he gets the line of the movie when he's talking about the rats, but you know it's an allegory for the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Good job, Taika.
You want to talk about some trivia?
Not really, but is there anything interesting?
Well, James Gunn considered The Suicide Squad, we talked kind of about this, his most fun film ever he has ever made.
I'd probably say so.
Which is why me and Jack at the end I said, James Gunn, you can tell he had so much fun doing DC stuff. Yeah. That's why when Marvel rehired him, he's like, I'll do something for you guys again. Yeah, he's like, but then I'm going back to DC.
Like, I'm done with you guys after Guardians 3.
Yeah.
Which I was going to say, hopefully it's more fun, but maybe not. They have to wrap up some emotional arcs. But I don't know. If we consider this one the first one, then there's 2 more left he can make. But if it's the second one, there's only 1 more.
I think this is the second one. But, like, I don't know.
But it's not Suicide Squad 2. It's The Suicide Squad, which I assume it's a reboot.
It's like a soft reboot.
It's a soft reboot.
The other one still exists, though, in the same universe.
I am curious where Birds of Prey takes place in this timeline, though.
That's what I was wondering about.
Because it's like, after it assumes that Harley stays with Amanda Waller in the Suicide Squad because she's with the team that they send out. But in Birds of Prey, she's completely liberated. Like, They don't even... I don't even know. I can't remember because the movie wasn't that great. But they don't even mention the Suicide Squad, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. Well, they also seem surprised when Harley shows up. Like, so I would assume she might have been liberated, done something, then got back.
Maybe. Did they make a comment about it?
They did, but I can't remember what it was. But then, like... Because they were surprised that Harley was even there, I think, at first. And, like, what'd you do? Or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I think that was it.
She said something.
Yeah, okay. I think I'll settle with a 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I don't know if I can give it a 5, but, I
have to let it rest first, especially because of the excitement of the movie theater.
Yeah, maybe on rewatch, who knows, maybe I'll move to 5, because it's like...
On HBO Max.
Oh, gosh, because, like, Rick Flag hit hard. So it had an emotional core, it was funny. I don't know, but either way, I'm excited for the Peacemaker short. Anything else, John?
That's all.
All right. Thank you for watching the video. Tell us what you thought about the Suicide Squad down below. You can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at reboredpodcast. You can check out the full podcast where we talk about the movie news of the week, stuff we watched, over on anywhere you listen to podcast at reboredpodcast. Like, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.